self-reflection, achana na kukaa na watu wengine kuongea, hata wewe ukiongea na wewe mwenyewe. Mimi naongea na mimi all the time. I talk to myself. Kwamba hapo you need to do better. Hapa you need to do more. Hapo you are amazing. You need to talk to yourself. Alafu ujiulize kwa nini inakuwa hivi? Ni nini ambacho nakisifanyi? Au ni nini nifanye zaidi? Inaweza ikakupa majibu. I hope
ni ushauri tu, ni ushauri wa kwamba hasa the young ones unapogrow, tunakutana na mezako, tumependana, ongeeni pale misingi ya maisha yenu, kwa sababu tunaanza in the name of love, sisi tunaita baby, you know, hivi tunasahau kusema tunaishia watu wawili ambao tunatakiwa tuna misingi inayotuongoza. Tumesocializiwa, mmeona wote hapa tunaongea hayo. Kwamba singi moja ni kwamba ndani ya nyumba yetu tumependana, unakuwaje kama unanipenda unalala na familia chini yangu au kitu kama hicho? Kwa hiyo mnaendelea principles. Sasa baadaye akija kuvikataa, mna pia principles za kuongea na kumake decision kama dada alivyosema kwamba inafika mahali mwenzangu njoo tukae. Sasa mbona principles tulizokubaliana haziendi? Hiki kile mara ya kwanza, ya pili, ya tatu, mwanangu kwa moja vitu. Asante.
You will always be disappointed. Why? Because we're humans. They have their own interests. They're not always going to have you on their mind. And this backtracks me how we also raise our children. As mothers, it is your duty to understand I want my child, the future, to handle this situation. If you are able to teach your child validation within, if they're able to seek their own validation, being able to, if they're able to not seek validation outside of themselves, then they're able to make better choices between their partners and their relationships. I'm not saying that some of your parents didn't do a good job raising you. It's just that there are certain things within the household that are not being spoken of. Maybe because of cultural norms, culture, traditions. Baba sini chote mama hawezi kusema kama baba hajaruhusu. Kama hivyo. So there's certain conversations that are not held in fact. Things that I opened up very early, and my mother was against it. But because I opened up that conversation early, my son is absolutely open with me on every decision and move that he makes. Not because he's trying to seek validation, but because he knows it's the right thing to do. Number one. Number two, he knows there are certain decisions he can't just make on his own. So even opening up to me and telling me, Mom, there's a girl that I like, or I mean, he's 17, but I can't suppress that. The only thing I can do is not to make the same mistake again, where I got pregnant at a young age, and married was not even, part of the plan. How do I prevent that from happening? I open these conversations with my children. And even though they're tough conversations, but they need to be.
Thank you, Caroline. So it goes
to the next question. At what stage of relationship or child age do you introduce your kids to a new relationship? At what stage of relationship or child age do you introduce your kids to a new relationship?
I think that's very subjective, based on the parents themselves as a mom. But in my opinion, I think that the only time you should introduce your child to another partner, if you're not married or you're single, is when you know that you are already in the relationship, that this person is someone you would like to live with. Otherwise, don't waste your time introducing your children. It will only hurt them in the long run. It happened to me, and I'm telling you this out of experience, not because of fluff or something I read in a book. I made the mistake and I introduced someone to my child at a young age, and he started calling him daddy. And when it came time for me to kick him out the door when he was not doing his daddyly duties, I had to answer to where is daddy, and that wasn't even his daddy.
Oh, yeah.
So these are things that we need to think about, but that's my answer.
I agree. Actually, wanted to say maybe we change the question, not at what stage of a child's age do you introduce a partner. I think at what stage of the relationship do you introduce them to each other. There are stages. If this is not long-term, it should never really. You don't even know the kids because you don't want to confuse your kids.
Yeah.
Kids need security, kids need stability, kids need to feel protected, and they need to feel like they can trust. So when, stopping myself here, that is really damaging for the child. So I wouldn't really go there unless you know this is for the rest of your life. Otherwise, pointless.
Thank you for that. I think I'm gonna have one last question, and for the rest of the question that I couldn't read, you can later on you can go to any of the panelists and you can ask. So I'll just take one more question. What is your advice to a single mother or a divorcee who were left alone raising their kids alone without support financially, and bad enough the father doesn't even want to have any relationship with the kids, even talking to them? This causes trauma to lots of them, and to the extent they don't trust any other men who come with good intention. What is your advice to a single mother or a divorcee who are left alone raising their kids without support financially, and bad enough the father doesn't even want to have any relationship with the kids, even talking to them?
I'll say something. I said I have two boys. My two boys are 21 and 14. And I probably raised them myself. I don't go myself anymore, but I raise my kids. And for me, it's not an issue. So I think the problem, again, we look into ourselves. These are your kids. Yes, they should be a part of it. But if they're not, that should not be the end of your life. All the kids,
Let me tell you, you get up and you be unstoppable. You do what you need to do and don't look for validation outside.
I think this is done.
Okay, so this is just a token of appreciation that someone said, I want to congratulate Sister Carol. This is the first time ever in an event of high-profile women opening up as a single mother, powerful, strong, and professional. Many women are ashamed to say, I'm a single mother. Thank you, Carol. You reassure you. I will let my panelists get the questions.
We
and
need more
if you
of
can,
these. We need more of these.
yeah, we
More
need
time.
actually more time. Because this is the core of all of the event. So yeah, so those I know you wrote a question. If it wasn't read at all, feel free to go and ask it personally. And sorry for cutting your time short. Thank you so much. Thank you for your perspective. For the Thank you.
You are a great moderator.
Thank you so much. Let's have a quarter together.
Can you hear me? Yes. Well, let's give them a round of applause for our wonderful panel. Thank you so much for opening up and going deep. And you know, you release. There's something that you release, and you feel better when you share deep things that you go through, because sometimes it just needs to be let out, and you don't know who else you're healing. So. And helping heal and encourage. So thank you so much for being vulnerable. I enjoyed listening to all of your stories. Incredible women, mothers, leaders, and your caliber. Thank you for being with us. Did you enjoy it? Yes? Awesome. So we want to do something even more than just having a conversation. We want to collect your questions and your thoughts and your advice, and then put it together in a report, in an article, in an actual document, you know, that can actually help more women, and even women that have not come, right? Because there's a lot of women missing out on this, right? I mean, we have a full house due to the capacity that we have, but it's needed for so many people that didn't get to come. And I know there's so many questions. I've read some of your questions very deep, but I know you are going through it, right? And a lot of times silently. And you don't know who to ask, because sometimes it's your title. I can't appear weak if I start opening up. How will they see me, you know, sharing my vulnerabilities? So we are trying to create a safe space. I'm not saying now you have to start telling the whole world everything. You have to be wise with what you share and filter and have boundaries. But there's certain aspects of your life that you can share as a learning lesson to help others. And also the term mom guilt, You know, we always feel guilty as a mom. Oh no, why am I attending Bloom in Motherhood? But my kids are here, and then the partner is here, or maybe there's no partner, but the dada's here. You know, you're feeling that guilt, like they're pressuring me, I need to go home, you know. But sometimes you need to prioritize yourself. You fill yourself, nourish yourself, so you can bloom and you can pour into others around you, and also refresh yourself and connect with new people. So I'd love you to connect with our speakers, connect with them after, but we'll send out a survey, a poll where you can ask questions anonymously, and then you can also give your advice, because everybody has life experiences that could add value based on your life experience. It will be anonymous. We're not going to expose anybody. That's why we did the questions anonymously, right? So the safe space, because you all have a story and a journey. So I wanted to share, before we transition, because I know we're going into our time, before I welcome one of our sponsors, I do want to share this card that we've created for all of you, and you can take this and you can reflect. It's a reflection card. Basically, these are questions you don't have to answer it now. You can answer it later, but it's for you, just for you to really think. What is motherhood to you? I believe my purpose and destiny on this earth is. You have to really think about what is my purpose and destiny on this earth. So of course we go through seasons in life where things change, different priorities come and go, but what is your full purpose? Are you really walking in it? I feel fulfilled when? When do you feel fulfilled? You know, do you feel full? Do you feel fulfilled? Because sometimes you do things and you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Or you know, you might feel angry. You circle back, why am I feeling angry right now? Or why am I, what made me happy, you know? So one thing, I'm deeply proud of myself. What are you proud of yourself for? Sometimes, you know, when we get into the negative cycle, we forget who we are. And sometimes I go back and I read things, I channel things, I'm like, no, Bernice, you're amazing. You know, I just have to give that talk back to myself. And even though I'm going through a really hard challenge, I have to go back and say, no, I'm proud, I've been able to do all of this. And remind yourself of who you are. We forget ourselves, and that's the lie of the enemy. Satan knows our power, and he knows what we carry, and he doesn't want us to fulfill that. So he sends lies to maybe family members, to people, to negate us. And the woman I am becoming looks.
No, yes, I understand. You know that's a great value of wanawake wa Kiislamu. Hata kujipengenyewe.
Yes, and you can write down like what are you proud of. It's okay to be proud of what you've achieved and who you are. The woman I am becoming looks like I give myself permission to. Right? Every time you're feeling guilty, no, I give my permission to. Do something for yourself every day or once a week. Do something just for you. No answering to anybody's critique, but just for yourself. Am I doing this for myself? Am I loving myself? Am I loving myself today? I'm going to treat myself. You know, this is myself. I love myself. I don't need to ask anybody. It's just me. You don't even have to tell anybody. You know, what do you give yourself permission to do? The legacy I want to leave my children is. And my community of women lifts me when. I will say one thing is, I created this space for mothers. I'm not a mother yet. The woman in our membership, she's not even here, she's in Kenya. She wished me a happy Mother's Day, and she said, thank you so much for all the women and lives that you are pouring into. And that really touched my heart, because I was like, wow, okay, I do carry a lot. As you said, you are a firstborn, I am a firstborn. As a firstborn, you're automatically a third parent. You know, I lost my grandmother earlier this year. I'm the first grandchild. So the entire funeral, I carried it. While everybody is here, there, what? I carried it. I was up until 4 a.m. making sure the decor, making sure everything. I said I'll do everything for my grandmother. She passed at almost 98 years old. But as a first born as a first grandchild, it's automatic responsibility that you carry. And these are natural things that you know how to nurture and give out to people. And one thing on a personal story, people often ask my parents, how did you raise your children? I say your children are brilliant, or they're intelligent, they've been able to, achieve in their own ways. And I'll tell you one thing my father would do for us, and this is an encouragement or an example. Whenever we would go to school, he would tell us, and he would pray with us, because as you know, he's an apostle. He would say, I am the head and not the tail. I am the first and not the last. He would always, always, always pray for that every single day when we would go to school. And it was actually funny because I was always the head, and I was always the and they're like, oh, he was always in the principal's office, but then, when we, and then I paved the way to get the scholarship in my family to go. I didn't know anything. I just had to figure things out by myself. There was nobody guiding me. And then I paved the way for him, and he said, Bernice, he calls me Asa, which means older sister. And he said, you are, okay, so what am I learning from you? He's always like looking at me as an elder, right? Even though we fully respect each other in our own ways, and we learn from each other in our own ways. But he said, you really pushed me to really be able to reach my potential because you set the standard for me and you guided it. So even as when you're raising up children, and I mean, what am I going to say? But like I'm talking about as in our own family, and even as a firstborn, it's really important. The words that you speak to your children, it has to be positive. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So as a parent, your voice carries so much power, and your blessing, your children's blessings are in your hands. So whenever we wanted us, even as children, we'd go to our parents, kneel down and ask them, please give me your blessing. Please pray for me. Anything, always ask for prayer, because there is a direct covenant, spiritual blessing the moment it's transmitted from the parent, from the mother to the children. It's inborn, it's spiritual. So it's really important to be blessing. As a parent, bless your children. You might be irritated with them, bless them. Pray for them, because they might turn around, they might turn things around, they might be going wayward. Bless them, encourage them. Don't try to control them, you can't control them, but bless them, encourage them, because it will really affect their lives. And I'm grateful for it. Things are not perfect, but I'm grateful that I have that covering and that blessing and continuous blessing. And if you don't have that blessing, there are spiritual parents, there are other people that can really pour into you. So I'd like to share this with you, if we can pass it around. And then you can keep it as a reflection card for your life. And feel free to connect with other mothers. So before we go into our wellness session, I would like to welcome Mr. Marcus Deschutes. He is the overall manager, our sponsor for Fairview Suites Luxury Apartments, and also Grand Restaurant. And the Grand Waves, the new beach restaurant in Bessie Beach, Grand Waves, they have a whole group of companies. We'd really like to thank them so much for sponsoring our venue, our bites, our snacks that will nice, really delicious, that we'll be having after this. So if you would like to come and share with us,
No,
and I
not
think
much.
you have some great
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Bernice and your team for putting this together. I've been sitting there at the back and listening, and I think the underlying tone is there is work. There's work to be done. There's assistance to be handed out. I started with this company 7 years ago. And when I started, I didn't have one female manager within my management group. I now have 600 crew and 40 plus managers, and more than half of them are ladies. I'm very honored. Two of our rock stars are sitting over there, Mary and Winnie. They run most of my HR division and payrolls, and very complicated as such. Both brilliant people to work with. Thank you for putting this together. Brilliant to listen to this. Thank you for what you guys are doing. Thank you for the mothers that are there. I have a lot of single mothers in my department, and they need help and they need guidance. I'm the last one to give it to them. I'm not a mother. Welcome. Welcome, and enjoy your day, and thank you again for doing this. And it's an honor to have you all here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ed. Thank you so much, Marcus. So now, maybe I'll ask. So, I'd like to also acknowledge all of our sponsors before we transition, and also ask the crowd how we're feeling. So our sponsors, Fairview Luxury Apartments, Grand Restaurant, UTT Amis. We have UTT Amis in the room. Pamela, have they come? UTT? Okay, so UTT Amis have always supported Accelerate Women from the very start. How many of you have UTT Amis account? How many of you do not have it? You should get one, and you can download the app today. Ever since I heard about UTT Amis, I signed up my entire family. I'm like, I was like, we need to be on this and invest in this. It's a great investment scheme, investing in different bonds and solutions, and it grows your money. 14% grows. It depends on the market rate, but they will be here, and if not, we can share more information with you about UTT Amis. Refine Clinic, they are here, and we will be hearing from them very shortly. They are a very unique medical clinic for skin, aesthetic, beauty, dermatology, even dental, and we'll be hearing from them just shortly. Thank you so much for being a sponsor. And they also have their table back there. We'd also like to thank Atsoko Makeup. Atsoko, they did my makeup. Thank you so much, Atsoko, and they did some of your makeup as well. Feel free to go get some makeup done and look fabulous in photos. But they have some gift vouchers for all of you and some gifts for our speakers. Thank you so much to Korean Cosmetics. Where are you? Yes, thank you so much, Korean Cosmetics, for being with us. They have goodies for everyone. You're going to go home with Korean Cosmetics goodies and vouchers as well, to take care of your skin. And their booth is over there. And thank you so much, Snow Cream. We're going to have ice cream. Buy Snow Cream. Yes. Treat yourself. And thank you so much for Cafe Coffee. Thank you so much for the coffee, the juices, the croissants, and for, there's more women, they're coming, they're wanting more coffee. So thank you so much. And thank you so much to ATN helping us go live. We're live on YouTube right now through them. And then thank you so much to Hustle Sasa for some of our ticketing platform that we came today. And thank you so much to all of you and the team for coming. So much. Oh, I didn't miss it. And thank you so much to Zen Spa. They are doing neck and shoulder massages, and we have some giveaways for that. We'll pull that. Okay, so now because of time and one of our doctors has to go back into the clinic, is that okay with you? I know, are we getting hungry? Okay. Okay, because I don't want to drag this too much, but we have, the next segment is wellness. Once the wellness is done, we're done. Okay? And then we can mingle, eat, take photos, content. Make sure you're taking content, tagging Accelerate Women. Let's tag, let's share our learnings with people. So I would like to introduce a doctor. She's also my doctor. She's my doctor. So she is a professional physiotherapist with a background in nutrition counseling and physiotherapy, over 24 years experience. My back with that. So she is internationally certified. I won't go over the whole bio, but I have personally tried physiotherapy in 3 medical facilities, and her facility is my favorite. So I'm a customer of hers because she has the latest technology. I mean, this is a free promo testimonial, but I actually did physiotherapy 2 days ago in her clinic. I actually went because I had a huge back. I was hospitalized, actually, did an MRI and things, and then she's like, oh, Bernice, you're carrying too much work, and so they started my physiotherapy journey. I haven't been consistent, but it's given me so much relief. And even the exercises and posture, because sometimes you don't know you're doing this, your head is falling down where the head needs to be up. Yes, I know. She's going to tell you right now, really quickly, and then she has to go to clinic, and then we'll go into our wellness, or we might take a break. So, welcome, Dr. Lekani Hashime.
Thank you. So, yes, I'm Dr. Lekani Hashime. I am very happy to be here with you. I was listening to the enlightening speech of Mama Lulu, Mama. It was really, I should say, the best and wise person is one who learns from your seniors, from your elders, right? So sometimes you need not to wait until you suffer. Better learn from the advice which people are doing and giving. Okay, so I'm Dr. Lekani Hashime. My expertise, I'm basically an Indian, but very soon going to be a Tanzanian. Yes, so I have been here. I basically belong to King George's Medical University, India. I did my bachelor's in physiotherapy, bachelor's in nutrition, master's, doctorate. I was a lecturer and a clinician. So I moved here. I graduated in 2002. And I moved here in 2013 to Tanzania. And yeah, with a very fresh doctorate degree and very high, academic records, and as a young scientist, blooming up with, energy, passion. Yes. And then I found here, as my company, let me continue my academic journey. And I went to Mohimbili and then I applied to, but I can't give you a job because you are a foreigner. And that was the time when I actually got rejected. I said, oh really? These are the barriers. But I was the one who never accepted any barrier. If I am there for people, nothing should stop me in reaching out to my people. Wherever I absolutely agree with you when you say value creation. Wherever you are, do not feel, I'm very proud to say I have a now small team in Tanzania. Our facility is Revive Physiotherapy Limited, and 80% of it are women. Young, glowing women. So yeah, being a woman, I always like to foster young and capable, guide them with my best of experiences. So when I said, no, nothing can stop me, I started writing. There's a magazine called What's Happening in That. I used to be a health columnist. I said, okay, you don't have a job, I'll do it for the free. So every month, whether it is diabetic, posture-related issues, your everyday problems of maso mifuko and neva. I started writing. I started giving advice. I started giving the remedy. And that's how my journey began in Tanzania. Within few years, I was getting offers from big hospitals. Aga Khan Hospital, London Clinic, this, many. Oh, this, yeah, Dr. Rika, you come here, you come here. And, but I was very dedicated and I never, touch wood, I never wanted it to be only a business idea. My passion was to support that. So, I never was like somewhere with this, clinical ethics. I was very strong. No, what should, so then I have to say, why don't you start for free? And I started for free counseling, free health quadrant, free journals, and that's how it started putting out a dream of a committed team of people, not only me, who carried on. So now we are almost, I'm completing my 9 years of journey. In the Tanzania, we have treated more than 20,000 patients successfully. And see, when we say patient, you're like, no, she's talking about someone else, not me, right? Me. Nowadays, my region, my domain is not limited to the geriatrics or to the BBs or babus. Lakini sasa hivi binti of Kumina Inde, Kumina Sita. If I'm going to assess you, I'm telling you 50%, no, I'm wrong. 80% of people be having, Am I right? Shimonam gongo. Na visa. Na goti, na bega. So my patient scope is not limited to babus and bibis, but even small children. Guanini, reason why at the disc issues, the sciatica, some of you might be hearing this name, big names, the MRI, the hospitalization. Luckily, the problem is simple, the way you are conducting your life, kila siku, lifestyle. I was watching all my esteemed seniors and friends were sitting there, they were sitting like this. Luckily, what happens? When we go home we throw our bag, pouch here, like this, and we sit in front of TV. How many of you can relate? Please raise your hands. We think that this is for my time of relaxation. Unknowingly, we are jumping into the pit of making ourselves, putting into the most uncomfortable posture. I have taken almost 500 corporate lectures in my life. And most of them, they say, we do not even know that we are making this mistake. I am here. I'm leaving all those patients who require my specialty to my team today. And I'm here. Because if I can save you, you can save so many. Your bintis, your dadas, your mother, your grandmothers. Because we are running out of time, two things which I have noticed here in this room is, of course, when we say, okay, now people laugh, okay, we don't sit like this, okay, we can sit like this. Even as a mother, we say, our children sit properly. Yes. And then we sit like this. Don't we, at times? Yeah. But do you think this kind of sitting is good for your spine? No. Neither this nor this. You see, now the question is what? there's an unsupported kitty and there's a supported kitty. Choose the supported one. Understand? The thumb rule says choose the supported one. Second is the mistake we make, we sit half. It might look for a picture, but honestly your spine is not going to be recommending it at all. So there's a phrase I have coined in Swahili. Sogea nyuma kabisa. Do you understand me? Okay. So hold the handle of the chair, sit, and try to do like this. All of you, please. Copy. Sogea nyuma kabisa, and then sit. If you will sit like this, your spine support is important. Okay? Sitting halfway, the moment we come in front. Now I'm going to give you a very clinical data, which we share it in weekly conferences. The moment you slip out, you are putting the body pressure on your spine. There's a usual term we say L4, L5. There is a number. Mifupa Tano. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. L5. The worst of the worst case, the moment we slide in the front and there's a space between our Bapaza and Kiti, we are going to put the weight on the spine, especially L4, L5 area, which is the coordinating factor for you to stand and to sit. Now you understand? You all are reading anatomy from me. So the idea is when you will pull your hips back, you will finish your weight on the tailbone, then Mapaza, then Roti, then foot. Understand? Yes. If anybody is having questions, because there will be too many questions, you can all, I'm leaving some brochures for you all, you can just circulate, and you can message, you can email. I'll try my team to be there to help you all. Okay? So first is Sogea Nyuma Kabisa. Always check. Put your hands behind. If it is going, you are not sitting properly. Burn it. Because you have already opened that you are having the issue with Shingo. So to protect the Ngongo, please sit properly. L spine is the same. The same issue which you are dealing with your neck can tomorrow result in the... Okay? So understand? Second is that which is very, very factual. And none of you, I am sure, until unless you have attended my lecture, like one is. Our spine is like this. Correct? How is it like this? Right? This much of we all know. Lakini. How we are holding our pose. No, idea. Please. Don't laugh. It is going to up my God. Madam, after 10 years it is going to be a huge issue. It is still a huge issue. My daughter, 14 years old, because of the examinations such are even right now going on, continuously studying, then going there, writing. And whatever the else time is, watching. They are hurting. They are damaging their spines. I'm here as a doctor to speak. Please protect your spine from today. So according to WHO data, I will talk about when we see like this. Now, I just saw that, like this. No, you can't do like this every time. It's not possible, right? I'm giving you a very simple hack. You know hack? H-A-C-K. Yes. And quick fix. Yes. See, one photo, keep like this. The rest, your other arm is like this. You understand? This is a better perspective. Understand? So rather than putting both the shoulders on the ear, just put it. Okay? Kila time, please be careful. Why I'm saying? Because medical data say if our spine is straight, eye level or up. This clear? Yes. The key, the moment we bend it 10 degrees, the pressure goes 15 kg. Kilo minute. The moment we go full, like our favorite position, 30 kg of weight is going on your spine every minute. And we don't know. Every time nowadays we see like, thank you, Anna. Let's go for a massage. Yes, going for massage is a very good thing. You should relax. But correcting your posture. Okay. Now, there are damages. Acha, we started using phone around when I was like 18, 19, 20, I think. But what the mistake we are doing is, at what age our children are using the technology? Huh? So the damage is same if the my binti is 20, the damage is same. Even more. Why? Because there is very fragile. Right? Yeah. Please be careful. And I absolutely agree with you. Your live example should motivate them. Not only running after them. Yeah. If you will start using this, then they'll say, what is this? Somewhere in their mind, at some time, they will have the awareness. Another very good help which I would like to say is Tumia Meza. If you are sitting on an office chair or study chair at home, there is a table, right? There is a table. Now keep your elbows. How do you say in Chinese? Elbows. So keep your elbows here and very good. Simple. I know I'm going to have 100 questions. What about women?
I wanted to.
Very good question. Very, very good question. I appreciate that. So first, sitting I'm coming, then I'm coming on the line. Okay. So first is when you sit, so here you mark a visa, you are making your back at least in a proper way. Second, if you have a table, put your elbows, keep your phone like this. If you don't have a table at times, I told you keep your hand, rest your another hand like this, and then use it. Understand? Yes. Okay? Now, as she said, very valid question, sleeping. Now, I'm telling you, most of us feel like, luxury means, to me or to me too. 1, 2 pillow, 3 pillow. Now the thumb rule says, more the chin is away from the chest, we are secure. Najua kaka, it's for you also. Spine only, it's not only women who are carrying spine. Understand? The more the chin is away from the chest, you are okay. The moment the chin is coming near to your kifua, you are in a trouble. Understand? So every time, now I'll come to this question. How do you sleep? So if you sleep with 2 pillows, where is your chin going to be? No. Absolutely no. Or some of my friends will say, I don't use pillow at all. and you're not using pillow, your head will be like this. Now, do you think this position for 6 hours, or once we are sleeping, right? Is okay? No. Then we need to learn what? How we are going to protect ourselves, right? Do you want to know or no? We want to know. Perfect. And I'm here to tell you. I will not say part 2 will be in revived clinic. I am very much committed. So, the question is, I don't have it. Anyway, take one towel. If you are traveling, you can get in the hotels. If you are at home, you can get in the home. Take a towel, make a tight roll. Put it under your neck and lie straight for 20 minutes. You understand?
Yes.
Then, when you turn, now you cannot sleep for like this full night, right? So, when you sleep on your side, now this is our anatomy. When we lie like this, this shingo curve is in the air. So we put that roll to cover it up. Now your anatomy is straight, perfect. But when you are lying on your side, use something which can cover this area. The gap. It should neither be like this nor like this. Understand? Like this. Now, say, what she's telling? Full night I keep on doing like this. Whether is my towel, whether is my pillow. No, I don't want. I'm telling you the ideal condition. So what you can do, I have simplified my knowledge into very, very small things, that you take one pillow, roll down the edge, keep under your shingo, and lie like this when you are lying straight. You understand? If you have any issues with the language, please come up. I won't feel, it is good. I want to reach out to everyone. But if you are lying on your side, double the knee too. Just fold it 2 times. Simple. And believe me, the moment you are turning straight, it automatically will unfold. Right? So that is how it's a way of protecting. Now, even if you are doing these corrections, it can give you a support, but it cannot bring the reverse, which has already been done till now. Right? So, in order to prevent or whatever the damage has been done till now, to bring it back, is because we are moving our legs from 90 to 0 every time, we need to move our legs from 90 to 120. Oops, I heard this. Yes, the God has given us 120 to 0 degree, not 90 to 0. You understand? The spinal range is from here to there. Do not forget. Okay? So try to do some stretches every time when you are sitting. In your cabin, in your house, do not sit TV like this. Try to make it up. Yeah, here is the girl. So now, laptop, most of us we are using this, right? And we are keeping it like this way. No, not the way. It should be on the eye level. Nowadays, lot of corrections, stands are coming. But we hardly use it. The moment we are doing it, imagine your spine. Sooner or later, it is going to give you please. Laptop, the word is not a correct word. There should not be a top on your lap. Right? It's Angalia Jew. Hilatai. Please, next time, whenever any one of us uses the laptop as a laptop, imagine we have to see the Dr. Lekhani in 5 minutes. And I don't want to see it. Please, we have enough of. Right? So, Hilatai Angalia Jew. So, to protect the damage which has already been done, we do this surgery. Okay? And we have named this Kiss the Giraffe. Hey, come on. All of us. Kiss the giraffe. And believe me, until unless you find the giraffe, keep doing it. Okay? Come on. So all of you try to see the back wall. Okay. Try to see the back wall.
I can't see.
Yeah. Because you are using too much laptop. See the damage. Right. Now the examination is being done. See? And then later on, it will lead to the constant stress. See? Hepatitis. The inflammation of the local trapezius muscle. Funny because Hilatai was stretching.
What did you touch?
See? But, okay, now tell me. If I touch like this, should it be painful? No. So then why I am touching her in painful? Something is wrong. And what are the MRI? Then you go to doctor and you admit it. Zungu zungu. Hey, see? If you are having zungu zungu, how choma choma? It's a disc damage sign. Do not neglect it or feel like, oh, I have done enough of treatment for hands. No, your hands are not at fault. There's a nerve goes 7 Mikuba. Now every Mikuba is between 7 Deva, the left side, the right side. Now it depends upon your posture, which is the one you are hurting more. Najua. So if you are having any choma, Ganzi. Sometimes something is happening. No, it's not your hand, it is fine. And the reason is nothing big. It is but your posture. If you want, you can save yourself. If you don't want, you can continue making the mistake until the Bernice introduce me. All of you, thank you. But I just don't want to become happy being called as an angel. If I can help you, any one of you, then that's my value creation. I am already leaving patients who are in pain. I don't want you to be in pain. Precaution is better than cure. If you want more knowledge, so first corrective exercise is sitting properly, stricken, Angalia, Lyuma, kissing the giraffe, hold for 10 seconds, come back to no. Come back to normal, not to down. Because down you are doing every time.
So it's from 120
Yeah. Sometimes even big doctors and say, oh, you are survivor. Oh, you do like this. No. They do not mean to do like this. They mean to do like this and this. Because we are not doing this. Understand? Please, if you want any kind of more information, I think Bernice is asking me to give the dais, everybody is hungry. But I'm telling you, what I'm saying is if you listen and understand, it can save all of you from bigger issues. My purpose is not to take your time, but to help you, one and all, like a single moment. Correct your postures. Angalia, do the kiss the giraffe. You know nowadays when I walk to the CRDB bank or any bank, They call me, hey doctor, kiss the giraffe. They all know me. And if you follow, please, you'll be helping. Even do not feel I'm too young. No, younger are the ones who are coming to me. I'm telling you, Mama, the damage which first used to be in 40s, 50s and 60s is now happening in teens. Yeah. Correct. Now, since I told you about sleeping order, okay, I give you very good condition that you use a towel under your neck so that your neck is not in the air. When you look up, that is like this. Where will your spine go? Go like this. Right? So, we should use a firm mattress. I am not asking you to go and lie on the floor. There are a lot of patients who make that kind of mistake. They develop the baridi and spasm and then this makes it even more worse. But Sumia, a firm mattress. Not too soggy, not too tight. Okay? You can also use a slight towel roll or towel wrap, not roll, wrap under your knees. Because we are blessed with two curves, Shingo, Namno. And if we lie like this and we do not keep under anything back, then it will be in the air. So it is stretched. Right? Sooner or later it will give a problem. So, back, wrap, towel wrap, Shingo, roll. 10 minutes and it will give you kabisa, good relaxation. And then this is the giraffe. You start your day in your bathroom. Do not take. Correct. See, now when it comes to from here to here, how many times we are doing it in a day? Thousands. So, Mama, there is no question how much correction you are going to do. It's the flexor and it's the extensor. Maintain the balance. Simple.
Sorry, the correct posture to sleep. Because
Sleep.
They said you have to sleep just straight, looking up and stand. You have to stand maybe.
So, I told you when we sleep on it all depends upon in what state of damage you are. Also it depends. If you are already in the damage, then the normal things might not work. Right? If you need any kind of specific advice, right? Now, on a personal basis, we have always free community visits every Saturday. Free consultation. We do not charge a single penny. But this is for consultation prior appointment. We cannot take thousands of people and then make a mess. You need to book your appointment, any kind of advice you know. Me, my 20 people team is ready to work for you every Saturday. There's a time slot between 1 to 4. Whatever the time is available, free of cost. Consultation, examination and exercises. Yes, if you have an issue, appointment, treatment requires 1 hour of time. So that of course.
Because of Venice, can I be the first person to get an appointment because I have all the
I'm leaving all the
Squirt, like when they sleep, they squirt.
Now, it brings to me a very apt question. Try to bring the torso on a prone position. Okay, sorry, prone means
While they're sleeping.
yeah. Right? So, and for young mothers, I nowadays, my clinic, I see almost 700-800 patients in a month. And I'm telling you, 30% of them are young mothers. Kwanini, kila time, they will feed. First, they will feed Toto here, and then they'll keep on looking at them. and at times they sleep like this. No, it is not that our grandmothers have not brought. They have brought much more children, but they were not using this technology the other time. We have already made the damage. Very, very influential families are coming to me. They are bringing their babies because baby can't stay without mother and mother is in too much pain. She cannot bend like this. And I asked, I said, how many hours? She said, 6 hours of social media. Even if she's feeding, she's doing like this. The posture. So I always advise what our respected grandmother tells, to me, 1 me too, 2 me too, 3 me too. Keep your child up. And please do not look at him or her. He or he will do his job best. Look straight. It needs practice. It needs practice. Do it. There is no other way. I think I'm finishing. Are causing much more damage. Listen, I shifted to Tanzania in 2013. Within 2 years, I threw out all my furnished apartment furniture. They were too much, what they say, recliner. Hey, now with recliner, you go like this, So, when if you come to revive, you will not find a single recliner or a steel chair, which are always there in the hospital. They cause much more damage. Dining chairs. See, recliners, according to me, should be immediately removed. If they are not removing and they want to see me in their life, okay, there is sana. Still as a mother and a wife and a partner, you can advise them to put me to moja or leave you. So that was fine. This is the science of his damage.
Thank you. So thank you so much to Dr. Ratani for her wonderful talk. You enjoyed it? Yes. You loved it. Wow. Please take advantage of her free consultation on Saturday. I mean, I feel so much relief when I go personally, and we definitely do the towel with the heating pad, and I just feel so much relief there and here. It's really nice. And they have like these machines that they shape the muscle spasm. It's really, really nice.
Very expert machines to go the deep relaxation of the Fupan and Neva. And we try to decompression the Neva if you have to go within 3 weeks.
And she takes insurance, so if you
Yeah,
have
we have
insurance.
Jubilee, strategy, all the,
Yes. And
some relaxation is always important because we have done the damage. And it is not for your neighbor.
so we have a gift for her because she's going back. Pamela, the gift from Korean Cosmetics.
My real gift is if all of you practice this, the giraffe everything.
Korean Cosmetics gift pack.
Use phone like this, please. Hold your phones up. Laptop, please make them.
I already said to my kids, look what she said.
Okay, so now, excellent. You're doing that. Now, the best is you do with them. Let's play a game. Let's do it together. Every day. You know, sometimes I don't give them food. I said, let's do the exercise. I know they are not going to do. They're too busy in their
I know it. Good. I do it all the time. So yes. So thank you so much. Actually, Pamela's daughter came, surprised her from India. Just flew back from India. She just recently graduated in physiotherapy. Wow. And Pamela's daughter, Pamela and I are Accelerate Women team. She came and surprised her mom. Wow. So, Matilda, can you raise? Yeah. Wonderful. I'm asking if you can take her for an internship.
We have almost 20 people team. We are right now having 2 centers in Dar es Salaam. We are going to open in Dodoma, Zanzibar. Yeah, because people are coming, even from UK, people are coming, staying there for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, going and coming with the promise that will come another year. So a lot of things are needed. Everybody, every house has a vision of coming.
Okay, so we'll take a picture. These are some gifts from Accelerate Women, from Atsoko, and Korean Cosmetics. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. We'll take a picture.
No problem. Should I read the picture?
No, just wait. Just wait for the name. Okay, so let's just show this.
Okay, here you go.
And then take a picture with the new physiotherapist in the
Yes.
Thank you
It's
so
my
much.
honor to help all my team is very young and blooming and fostering, I believe. And yes, please stay well. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome my board member before she leaves. We'd like another photo. Yes, she has her mommy duty right now. I'm so, I apologize with our time. Yeah, of course. And thank you so much for here and supporting all these programs.
Thank you so much, Katie. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Yes, because of the interest of time, and I just want to ask you, okay? Because if we do break, we're going to disperse. And we do have incredible doctors, just very quickly, one each, just to give their gem, and you can ask one question. And then from then we break to have food and network and lounge around, get your massages and your makeup and your gifts and things. Is that okay with you? Yes. Are you okay to walk? Yes. This is food for your soul, right? Okay, so you're okay. I'm not like overwhelming you. Okay, so like without further ado, thank you so much for being patient. I know it's so much knowledge, and we just want more and more and more. It's like, but we have the next segment. Maybe we need to do like 2 or 3 days of this. So I'd like to welcome our doctors. Dr. Gloria Mehta. She is a dermatologist, internationally certified, beauty, skin, and esthetician. And she has her own clinic, Refined Clinic. It's a beautiful clinic at Noble Center here, right down the road in Masaki. She has state-of-the-art equipment, microneedling, and she also told me she's going to sponsor doing my face, so I'm taking her up on it. I mean, to actually trust somebody with your face, that's something, right? And she's so beautiful. I was just looking at her face, and I'm like, you don't have any makeup on, and your skin is glowing. So she will teach you how to glow. So Let's welcome Dr. Gloria Mesa to the stage. Then we will have Dr. Charles Tarimo. He's the founder. Can we please gather? I'm not using a mic, so it's really hard for me to pull when we're having side conversation. But let's finish this. It's of value for you, okay? I have Dr. Charles Tarimo. He's the founder of Bantu Vitality, and he has brought the in-body machine over there for you to check your weight. If you care about yourself, you're going to be quickly afterwards to go get checked. Make sure you get checked. I got checked, and that's why I took action, and I'm still taking action based on the results and knowing what to fix and to adjust with my health. So, Karipusana, Dr. Charles. And give it up for the men in the house. They have sat through the whole mama's talk, and learning, but it takes a real man to be in the presence of all women. I mean, just imagine you going to a men's talk now by yourself. How that would be. So thank you so much for your care and to invest in women. It's very important. I'd also like to introduce our next doctor. I don't know how to say this word properly. He is a gastrologist. Yes. And I didn't even know much about it until I was taking my aunt. And then I met him. So I guess I build relationships with my doctors. I met him through Miss World. And so that boot camp. So he is a doctor at Aga Khan Hospital, and he helps to treat for any colon cancer. He really sees your gut and sees what type of what are you intaking in your system, acidity and things. So he'll share a little bit of some preventions or things that you can look into in case you're having pain or anything, because sometimes we don't know anything until we figure it out when we're at the hospital. They're like, oh, you need to go see this doctor. So thank you so much, Dr. Bishori, for being with us and being with us from the very beginning. Yes, and he's from Egypt. And then and then our final doctor, or our mental health and wellness psychologist, is none other than Mama Asa. So we're going to speed through this because of interest of time. So make sure you're very clear and crisp in the knowledge that you want to share, and then we'll ask the audience for a question or two. Okay? I know you're going to have a lot because we've already had those questions before with mental health. But yes, are we good? Yeah. And if you're saying we're getting tired, then we'll just close it. I know you've got mommy duties. Continue. Okay. It's food for the soul. Wellness. So welcome to our wellness panel. Woo! I want to start with the doctors and we'll come to this, okay? All right, so Dr. Charles, I know you're a general practitioner. He's also helped me with my telling me kata sugar. So you are all about the in-body machine and nutrition and wellness. Please share with the women some words of wisdom and knowledge that how they can be taking care of themselves, and what does the in-body machine do?
Thank you very much, Denise, for inviting me to come here today. And I want to appreciate others and my journey to come here is because of my mother to become a medical practitioner. So I want to appreciate that.
Okay. conversation. I know we want to talk, but if we want to talk, maybe we could excuse ourselves outside. But let's give them their respect. They've taken their time to be with us. Because it's very hard to hear when there's very hard to hear. And we're trying our best. I don't know if they've turned on this mic. If you turn on this mic, we'll use the mic. If the media team, if Dorian, if you can turn on one of the mics, we'll use one of the mics. We just turned it off because the two different mics were interfering. The waves were interfering, so we just said let's turn it off. Let's see if this works. Hello? Test. Okay, it's not on. Okay. No worries. So if you could speak up, well, I'll give this to you in case, but please turn this on. But let's listen to them, and then we can ask the questions, and then we'll have enough time to mingle and catch up.
Can everyone hear me now?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I would like to really appreciate being invited to speak today. And there's a lot I want to say, but I think because of time I have to keep it short. I want to appreciate that my journey in medicine has been because of my mother. And she has pushed me to limits that are beyond the sky. I was pushed as a young boy to go into my secondary school. I was 9 years old, and I did the exams to go to Form 1. So I was, and that was all because of my mother. So I graduated my high school at 15. And I really appreciate, because she used to tell me every time that she's given me the advantage of time. Which has been a great advantage for me to be able to do quite a number of things because of that advantage of time. And yes, I would want to speak more about how much I appreciate mothers, but blooming motherhood starts with, if you want to bloom, starts with good health. And the one thing that we look at Bantu Vitality is we look at body weight. It is the most silent clinical sign. The changes that happen in body weight are most silent. And they actually tell you a lot about what's changing in relationship to diseases. You have different fields of medicine, but you have one human body. And actually, my mother was a nurse. She was the first person to tell me about the human body. So what we do is we help people understand the human body, and the only thing that you can use is body weight first. Everything in your body carries weight. Your fingernails, your teeth, your skin, your heart, your kidneys, your liver, your blood, it's all weight. It changes in the morning, in the evening, depending on what you're eating, what you're drinking. And the changes in the human body weight can tell you a lot about what's going on with the body. Whether it's long-term issues or predictions for long-term problems, you could actually identify them through this. Now, if you look at the function of the human body is meant to move. So that's the main function. But we forget that this is the main function of the body, and our movement has been quite limited because of the changes in lifestyle. Now, the limitations that we have are contributing to a lot, and it can be reflected by the changes in body weight. Now, in the past we used to look at body weight as a single solid mass, but in real science it's not a single solid mass, it's distributed into different compartments. And that's when we start using the term body composition. And the different compartments can change depending on a lot of variables, whether it's disease or it's your nutrition, it's your physical activity. It can change according to different variables. Now, if you are not looking at the changes, because these changes are painless, changes in weight are very painless and they can happen over a long period of time without you noticing. Which is why it's important for us to look at body weight, or let me go specifically to speaking about body composition. And this is why we are using tools to be able to identify composition. In the past we used to use metrics, which would measure your neck circumference, arm circumference, waist circumference, and then we'd use that to calculate your muscle mass, your fat mass. In the past we used to use BMI, but BMI doesn't really offer us the real value or the real picture of what you're made of. So which is why we are using technology, the advances in technology, to look at body weight and the distribution and relate that to disease. And we are trying to also track the changes so as you can improve. And if you improve your composition, a lot of other things improve. From we had a physio here speaking. If you have a weak structure, you'll definitely have problems that will give you issues in physio. Now, this is one thing that we're looking at, but if you look at the body, it has different systems which are the supporting systems. When we speak of body, we speak of the skeleton, the muscles that come on top, but you have different other systems that support the body for its function, which is actually movement. If you start from a sitting position to a moving position, one of the systems that changes your breathing, your heart rate, it changes. But there are other silent systems that also change, including the endocrine system. Yeah, and the endocrine system is the hormonal system. This also changes, and sometimes what is happening to the body is actually what is changing the hormones. If you're losing muscle mass, you're losing your metabolism also, because muscles are the biggest drivers of metabolism, and this will also affect the hormones of metabolism, which are most of the hormones. Now, these are things that are very silent and you are not able to look at, but with improvement in composition, you automatically will improve everything. And if you look at all these non-communicable diseases like diabetes, hypertension, nutritional issues, you'll go to the doctor and they'll tell you, oh, you need to lose weight, but we go now specifically to look at, okay, which weight are you actually supposed to lose? Because you want to maintain particular weight, which is you want to maintain your muscle mass, which is the true weight of the body. You want to maintain your bones. And if you're able to improve your composition, this means you're able to improve, your body will be stronger. You will be able to live a better quality of life for a longer time. We are not going to live forever, but it's important to improve the quality of life at every stage of life, whether you're diabetic, whether you become hypertensive, whether you're recovering from terminal illness. You need to already improve the quality of life at that particular stage. And this is possible by looking at your composition, nutrition, and specifically I think of 3 pillars, which is your nutrition, your sleep, and physical activity. These are so important, and you need to be very realistic in looking at how you're going to improve these 3 areas. And I know we have mental health here, but what I want to say is that you can never separate the physical health from the mental health. The body is one. It's all together. You cannot deny your body of physical health and only offer it mental health. It will only bring problems in the mental health. So, which is why at Bantu we think of looking at things to improve the quality of life, and our key thing is sharing knowledge. Knowledge in helping people to understand their body, and our conversation starts with understanding body weight. Then we go into advising you what tests you need to do. Okay, if you have less muscle mass, then you will reduce a lot of other issues that come with fatigue, and poor strength. And in the long term, you'll be distancing yourself from disease as much as possible. Now, I want to speak more, but I'm going to hand over. Yeah.
Thank you everyone for inviting me today. I'm very pleased to be among all these mothers. I really was inspired by the talks, the speech, and the words you mentioned. I am Dr. Bashir Rafael, I'm a gastroenterologist for Dr. Watumbu. So I know medical terms are boring, and I'm not going to tell you so much because we are delaying to eat. While I will make some points on to delay eating and to eat regularly, so it was frustrating way. So we often say I have a gut feeling or stress is making me sick, and scientifically there is truth behind that. So the gut and the brain are constantly communicating through what we call nexus or gut-mind connection. So stress, changes, emotional exhaustion, or even being constantly on duty can lead to digestive problems and even affecting your overall wellness. So this gut-mind connection involves many roads. So it can go through the nerves, can go through the immune system, also through hormones and the gut bacteria of microbiome. Hormones play a very important key role in managing this condition. So we have stress hormone cortisol, which is in stressful conditions. It affects gut acidity, it makes us feel acidic, give us bloating, may give us some stomach discomfort. It's only because of stress. Serotonin hormone or mood hormone. Serotonin deficiency can cause anxiety, depression, and other psychiatric problems. So this serotonin hormone, 90% is secreted from the gut. We call the gut second brain. It's very common that gut controls most of our chemicals and hormones in our body. We have hunger hormone or craving hormone that make us feel hungry to eat. We have leptin hormone or satiety hormones that help us feel full or satisfied. And also some inflammation or resistance of this leptin promotes obesity, which is very common. Women or female hormones, estrogen and progesterone, also play a key role in that motility. So that's why usually you may feel some GI symptoms or gastric symptoms during periods or during pregnancy or around the menopause. We get some stomach issues. So healthy diet or proper nutrition is one of the most important or key factors that keep our digestive system or support our digestive health. So we should make sure during every day that we have a proper diet full of fibers from oats, from fruits, from vegetables. We should also include some fermented food like yogurt because it helps to restore the bacteria that help us in nutrition and help in immunity as well. We should also drink enough water every day, for hydration is very important. And avoid excess processed food and sugar drinks. Proper sleep is very important, as well as managing stress. So as women, as mothers and women balancing many responsibilities, your own wellness and your own health is very important. Okay, you are taking care of everyone else, so also taking care of yourself is very important. So you have a busy day, so usually you have short time, lack of time, and stress give you these symptoms of bloating, constipation, or sometimes diarrhea, reflux symptoms or acidity. This is because you don't get regular meals, you have to rely more on processed food, you don't get proper sleep. Okay, so all these factors, they are very important role in blood health. So my message today is simple. Just I would like you to take care of your gut. So you should eat properly on time. You should manage stress and get enough sleep, get enough water, eat a healthy, balanced meal, which I believe Charles mentioned the importance of meat. And take care of yourself, and thank you for being here today, and I hope you all bloom in good health and well-being.
Good afternoon. We all? Yes. Perfect. So again, my name is Dr. Gloria. I am a bit of many things. One thing again, I am also a public health specialist, which I found and ran an organization that's a non-profit organization. It's called Save Your Streams. It's more related on youth. So today I'm here as a dermatologist and a skin expert specialized in advanced medical aesthetics. That is another part of me. So as Lulu said, you don't have to be one thing. You can be many things. You just have to believe that you actually can, and you wake up each morning actually thriving to be that person that you believe you can be. So briefly, I'll tell you what aesthetic medicine is. Most people, when I tell them I'm doing aesthetics, they ask, is that like a spa thing? Do you do massage? So it's more advanced, and it is branch medicine, but it's more specialized in rejuvenation. So what we do is we more specialize on your well-being and preventive care. So it's different from when you have a fever and you go to see a doctor and you get treated. For this, you just want to improve your well-being, your appearance, your confidence, and your skin. So this is more of aesthetics, that you're not really ill, but you just want to improve how you feel about yourself. And just to make it brief, I'll stick more on skincare, but aesthetic medicine is quite broad. We do a lot of things, and like for our clinic, we have specialized in gynecological aesthetic. This is more for women in perimenopausal, that means they are approaching the menopause or they're already in the menopause. So there's a lot of things that you go through around that time. That is your hormonal imbalances, sleep deprivation. There's a lot of that. So we also are specialized in treating that part. Also, another thing is for women that have given birth and they don't really feel like themselves again. So we are specialized in making sure that you feel more like yourself. How? Because most of the times when I was practicing like clinical medicine, I was practicing at Sali. You get a woman, maybe 6 months postpartum, and she's like, I can't lose the weight. I have all the stretch marks. My vagina doesn't feel like, what am I supposed to do? And for clinical aspect, we have limited, like in our country right now, there's limited facility or experts that are actually addressing these things. So this is the reason where I was like, we need to have a safe space for women to make sure that they actually feel back more than like themselves. They build their confidence, because once you're confident, you bloom. Be it in your family, you nurture your home, be it at work. It's seen everywhere that you go. But once your confidence is not there, let's say you have acne, everyone that looks at you just thinks that I'm staring at your acne, but probably they're just listening to what you have to say. Or if you feel like you're overweight, anyone looking at you, you just feel like they're looking at my stomach, they're looking at my arms. So there's really no space for people to actually address these things and actually feel like there's a solution for any of this. And most people, they're scared because, how am I going? Are you trained for this? Or are you trying on my body? So nobody would like to give themselves to someone that they're not really sure what they're doing. And this is the reason we are there. And as I said, let me go back to one thing I said I'll stick on today, which is skincare. How many of us have like basic skincare routines, which we are following on a daily basis, morning and evening? How many of us? Not so much of a good number, so sometimes I'd like to believe some forget in the morning and then they do it in the evening. So maybe for some, when they're told like skincare, they kind of feel like it's a very complicated thing, but basically you don't need a lot of things to take care of your skin. You need around 4 things to take care of your skin, which is a good cleanser. We don't need to use the bar soap to clean our faces, for sure. You need a good serum. For this case, not each serum is good for you or for me. It's not a one-fits-all. So what fits for you, what's good for you, will not be the same for me. So you need a good serum that will treat your skin concern specifically for you. And then you need a good moisturizer. And lastly, it's a sunscreen. Most of us, when we are at home on Saturdays, Sundays, we don't apply sunscreens, do we? But that is a very good anti-aging, and I highly recommend, do not forget your sunscreen. You can forget your moisturizer, but don't forget your sunscreen. The aging process for someone who does apply or wear sunscreen for 20 years, and compared to someone who doesn't, when they're in their 50s, you can tell. This one was using sunscreen, and this one wasn't, because you look older, you look down, you look tired, pale. So all these things we can avoid by just wearing your sunscreen on daily basis, because you're not actually avoiding the sun itself, but the UV rays. So even when you're inside, the rays, as long as there's light, those rays are coming direct to your face. So make sure you don't forget your sunscreen. And also, very important, we just go over the counter and we just buy what we think is good. Yeah? It's also very important to have a skin expert, be it a dermatologist. They evaluate, analyze your skin, and then they tell you what is good for you. Because you might see me and, Dr. Gloria, what are you using? I'm using this and that and that, and then you go and buy it. But then, no, what I'm using, what is needed for my skin is probably not what your skin needs. So it's very important to just make that one consultation, let the doctor analyze your skin, see what's good for you, and then you can go and buy if you need to. So for like advanced aesthetics, like for the case of mine, what we do is the kind of medications or serums or moisturizers that we do, they are medical grade. So this is not important for everyone, but it's also good for those people that want to advance to medical grade products, which is not an important thing, but the serum, I think the serum is what treats your skin, the fine lines, the wrinkles, the acne scars, the acne itself. The difference with medical grade products and over-the-counter products that you get in supermarkets and beauty cosmetic shops is that it's the level of the concentration of the medication itself. So you might have acne and you might be using something over the counter, but it's not really treating you because of the level of concentration. There's limited amount of the level of concentration they can sell over the counter. That means anyone can get without a prescription. So sometimes it's really important if you have advanced skin conditions to actually consult a dermatologist and have a prescribed medical grade cosmetic products. And because those ones are not like any other product, you have to make sure if you're told it's 2 drops, it's strictly 2 drops. So some of my clients, they come and their reaction is because they actually just think like it's an ordinary serum and they go all the way. And then they come back to 3 days to have, inflammation and all this. So that's also very important. So my message to you today is make sure that you have at least once a year consultation with a dermatologist. Let them analyze your skin, and skincare starts as early as in your 20s. Do not wait until the fine lines and wrinkles are already appearing and then you go start the routine skincare. because that means the aging process started 10 years ago and you had no idea, it's now showing on your face. So the effort will be much more that you have to do. So start early. It's not that if your skin is okay, looks like okay, you don't need that consultation or you don't need to be on skincare routine. Make sure you maintain yourself because once you look good, you feel good. Yeah. So thank you so much. And you're all welcome to Refine, and we have a voucher for each and every one of you for free skin consultation treatment plan. So make sure you get that. You come, you save your money, and you get a treatment plan and know what works for you, and then you can go and buy confidently knowing that this is what suits me. Don't just go and buy like a layman thing. So thank you so much. Welcome to Refine. Another thing I think I forgot to say about the dental. So once you come for your consultation, we're also going to give you a dental consultation. You can come with your kid, not kids, please. Just 1+1. So let it be your kid, your friend. We can all come for just a checkup. I know most of you maybe have clinics or spas that you attend, so it won't harm if you just come and check us out. And if you want to be in safe hands, where a medical doctor really actually takes care of your skin and your whole being. Thank you.
I'm kind of overwhelmed. Yes. Today is not like any other day. We have learned a lot. And Bernice, I can assure you, whoever attended today, hataondoka kama and I listened to the first panel. Na sasa hivi nimekuwa nimemsikiliza Dr. Tarimo, Dr. Ishori, nimemsikiliza my daughter Gloria, and I come to realize miili yetu inategemeana. And Dr. Ishori amenipa the new concept, ya gut-mind connection, ambayo hapo ndipo nitaanzia. When we're talking about mental health, it's when we are all good. And luckily, every one of us here has a mental health. The same as we have a physical health, everyone has a mental health. There is a way we look at mental health out there, and when someone is doing something wrong, is saying, hiyo ni afya ya akili. That's a wrong approach. Kwa sababu wote tuna afya ya akili. Mtu anapofanya tatizo au changamoto, that's when we say kuna mental health challenges. And today, help me to understand why our mental health is a key. There is no health if there is no mental health. It's a key because mental health facilitates the inner peace. The way we're making decisions, the way we're doing our things, the way we look at life. What Dr. Tarimo was explaining, all our body reacts according to the body function. And what Dr. Ishori was saying is the same. Our body reacts, our body functions according to how it's work. The way we look at things, the way we perceive things. You see something outside, nafsi yako dictate how you look at it. Is it good or bad? If you pick at it as a bad thing, your hormones, your brain pick it, dictate the hormones, and the hormones being released in any way, they might give you a problem or they might fulfill you. And then when your gut takes more than it can take, you have to get better digestive problems and everything. Now, when we look at our mental health, it's very important to do one big thing. Be true to you. Whatever happened, be true to yourself. Something bad happened, turn the coin on the other side. Try to find, is this only bad? There are the things which are blessing in disguise. Right? And when you take everything, give it another chance to look at it, you will never go into stress. You will never. Because you realize, oh, nimekosa hii kazi, lakini kumbe ningepata hii kazi, ningenifungia baraka ambayo ilikuja siku ya pili, ambayo it was more important. Haukuamka asubuhi ukachelewa ndege, bahati mbaya ndege inaweza umelalamika sana, udereva amekuchelewesha. Bahati mbaya ndege imeenda kuzama ziwa Victoria. You see that? Yeah. That when you look at your world from the positive side, it's hard. I understand it's very hard to look at your life from positivity all the time. But let me tell you one. There is no negativity in life. No. I'm telling you from my experience. Everything that came into my life, which I thought would come and destroy me, they were the things who would really build me. I'm telling you the truth. I am if they will call 5 psychologists in this country, I will be one of them. One. I went through pain. I live pain. I understand pain. I process the pain. And I ask myself, what does this pain take me? It's a negativity, yes. But I got all the lessons out of it. I use it on my leverage. Look at me now. If I would dwell on that pain, and say, oh my God, I'm so unfortunate. This life is supposed to kill me. By this time, the weight of issues I'm carrying, I will be dead. I will be dead. And a lot of people are looking at me like, oh, Auntie Sadaka, you're laughing at all the time. Darling, if I will give you my life container, in the next 5 minutes you're dead. It's true. It's true. But it's the way I choose to look at it. If we want to bloom in motherhood, let's remember that everyone has his personal season. The season I'm in now is not the season my daughter Mary is. It's not the season. It's not the season Carol. It's not the season my Juku there is. Everyone has its own challenges, but everyone has its beauty. Everyone has its own joy. And what is motherhood then? Motherhood is the ability to embrace the imperfect chaos and messiness, beauty along the journey. Because it's a roller coaster, you will go higher, you will come down, you will scream, you will laugh, you will cry, you will do all those. If your mental health is balanced, nothing will challenge you more than anything. I learned in my motherhood journey, it's more spiritual, but it's where God humbled me more than anywhere in my life. Look at yourself. Your journey of being a mother, kuna mahali imekutandika na umeshika damu. Yaani kabisa. Kwa hiyo, when you embrace that and say, God, this is what you gave me, and I'm enjoying this, I depend on you. Lead me and show me the way. Darling, you will bloom every day. If your mental health is in a balance, you won't be a sick mother all the time, as the doctor said. You won't have a marutu like all the time, as Glory said. Someone is waking up in the morning, boom, the mouth imeviva namna hii. What is it? You didn't take care of yourself. If you want to bloom, our health is a priority. But the best thing of it all is our presence over imperfection. We don't have to be perfect, Mother, because we are not. We're not. Our presence really matters. And someone was asking me about the balance. Okay, the mother is when already gone. It's not about doing this 50-50. No, no. You will never achieve by 50-50. Know your priorities. Give them time as one complement. Give them involvement. And give them your satisfaction. Also, when it's the time for you to be a mother, be a real mother. When it's the time for you being at work, go and do what is needed. Don't be on your laptop 14 hours, ulikuwa unasoma WhatsApp. Ulikuwa unaangalia, siku hizi kuna WhatsApp web, kuna TikTok on the laptop. Find the person very busy doing nothing, getting kazini asubuhi saa 2, ametoka saa 2 usiku. What are you doing? What are you doing? What you're doing, are you satisfied? Are you satisfied with what you're doing? The moment you're giving, is it qualitatively? When you say you are a mother, are you qualitative mother? The 15 minutes you need at the maximum with your kids, what are you doing? Are you on the phone? Are you allowing them to choose your dress for the next day? Are you allowing them to give you a cup of coffee? Are you allowing them to massage you? Do you have a time to come and sit on your carpet so that if you have a little one can jump over you? Do you? Those are the things they will remember. They won't remember the Mary Brown you brought them from office. They won't remember. But they will remember the time they took off your hijab and put it where it needed. They will remember this wig ya mama inakaa pale. It's true. They will remember walikwambia, hey, mama hii nguo leo ikupendeza. And you listen to me and you changed. They will live for that. Sijui tuko pamoja. Kwa hiyo naomba niwaambie hakuna balance. It's how you take it. Na bahati nzuri sana, balance yako sio ya mtu mwingine. Balance yangu sio balance ya Lulu, sio balance ya Beverly, sio balance ya Caroline. This is a shoe game. Wote tunavaa namba 40. Mmoja anavaa the wide, mmoja anavaa the thin, mmoja anavaa the box, mmoja anavaa mchongoko. Na kila moja inabana kwa namna yake, na kila mmoja anaenjoy kwa namna yake. Kwa hiyo, when you find a balance, moja ni wapi? A little exercise. Take your phone. Take your phone, go to the message. No, very quick one. I want it to be very quick. Jiulize maisha yako yanapita kwenye maeneo gani? Your life priorities. Quick one. Give me the first of 3. No, wewe random, andika tu mwenyewe. Usinitumie kwanza. Usinitumie. Andika message sawa. Niandikie your 3 top priority areas of your life. Just like that. Yes. Your priorities. Ziandike, nataka uziandike kwa sababu kuna zoezi litafuata. Sawa. Umeshaziandika? ziandike tu randomly. Alafu, the one which is the most important of them all, give it number 1. First, you have the 3, right? Second, arrange them according to the order. Which is the most important, give it number 1. The least important, give it number 2. The most least, give it number 3. Are you sure ulichokiandika number 1 is your topmost priority? You're sure? Okay, let me give you the truth of the life. That is not your problem. Your topmost priority is your number 3. Ukifanya mchezo nayo will kill you. Yes? Yes? Your number 3 should be your priority. That is the one ambayo hauna nguvu nayo in life. And because hauna nguvu nayo, you dodge it, unaiailisha. Hiyo uliyoipa number 1, una nguvu, you can do it. That's not your most important. Then in your life, uliyoiandika number 3, ukifanyia mchezo, that's the one that will take you to glory. Asante sana.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for your, we could spend a whole day with you, Mama. And, you know, it really takes you to reflect your priorities. So let's circle back, everyone. I know we're having our aha moments right now, but let's circle back because I'd like to take some questions from the audience. I do want to say thank you to our panelists for sharing, and I want the audience to ask you the questions because I know each one of you, there's questions for you. I do want to touch base. First of all, health is really important. That's why I'm personally pulling in my own doctors to come in because I trust them. And once you trust a doctor, then you're trusting your health in their hands. I'm not sitting the way the physiotherapist told us to sit. So one thing I want to maybe reflect on mental health is people pain. People pain is, you know, we have physical pain, right? And then we go through people pain. People that have hurt us, people that have done things to us. What is more painful, physical pain or people pain? What is more painful?
People pain.
People pain, more than giving birth. Physical pain. What is more painful? People or physical pain? People. People. People pain. Yeah. I mean, yes. Yes. It's very painful. But one thing I must say, people pain, it also affects us physically because it's spiritual. If you see that you're all of a sudden having, you're finding poking pain in your stomach, ulcers, you're carrying bitterness, unforgiveness, it affects your health. Your people pain, the unforgiveness, the bitterness, the pain, the stress. Stress turns into physical pain. Your stress, cortisol, your hormones, it turns into physical pain. So people pain really does affect your overall health. Not just your mental health, but it starts to affect you physically. And sometimes you must ask yourself, why am I going through this? What's happening? And is there someone I haven't forgiven? Is there a burden? Even some of you today, just ask yourself, or turn to your neighbor. I mean, they might not answer, but turn to your neighbor. Is there someone you haven't forgiven? Just be open. I know you might. So I mean, if I ask that question, maybe there was somebody that you're carrying in your heart. The name came up to you. To really heal, you have to release people. That's where you set yourself free. So that's just the connection I wanted to make when it comes to mental health and physical health. When we're too stressed, remember I told you I met the physiotherapist. I was so stressed. I'll give you an example because it's my real life. I was so stressed. Guys, can we come back? It's very hard to concentrate. I was so stressed. I was carrying so much work on my shoulders, and I was also stressed, a lot of worry and things, that it started affecting my back. That 2 of my discs came out a little bit. I was hospitalized. I couldn't even walk. I was in a wheelchair, imagine. So it came to physical. And something else I was talking to Dr. Gloria is there was a time that I was really stressed. Like certain things happened in my life, and it was so, I couldn't believe it. I was so stressed. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how could this happen to me? I was robbed. There's so many things happened, and it affected me physically. My whole face, I had acne, like really bad acne. I showed you. It was really bad. It was a pain. It was a people pain that affected me physically. You see what I mean? And I had to go to the doctor to really get that help, but also really dive deep what was happening and to release whatever was holding me down. Once you release, you can see it changes your hormones, your stress. It changes you, and because it does affect you. So you have to know what is happening with me, and you have to reflect, why am I this way? Why am I really upset about this? Find your joy. Find what you love. Find joy. Because positive attracts positivity, right? How many of you like to be around a negative person? You like being around a negative person? If they're, Carol, if somebody's always complaining, do you like it? You don't like it? Yeah. Do we see ourselves sometimes complaining a lot? Yeah, sometimes? Yes? So how do you think that, sometimes we need to vent and let it out, but if you're constantly pouring out negativity, imagine how it's affecting you physically. Right? Even, I was reading something, I'm not a doctor or a specialist, but I was even reading, you carry stress, you start bloating when you're stressed. And he's a doctor. Yes. And you start bloating, you're like, why am I bloating? Because you're stressed. So we also have to really be self-aware about ourselves, what changes in our body and how we're acting, or why am I feeling this way? Your mood changes from morning to evening. And say, okay, what will make me happy? What will bring out my joy? Let me be more positive, because when you're positive, good energy comes to you. Opportunities, deals come to you when you're happy. You're like, yes, I'm just gonna be positive. It's gonna happen. No matter how hard it is, it's gonna happen. And it just comes because you allow good things to come to you. But when you're negative, you're closing the door and opportunity for you. I want to open now for questions. If you have questions, I'd like at least each one of our doctors to answer questions from the audience. And if you have a private question that you want to ask, you can also write it down. So can we have any questions? Yes.
make the time. But Auntie Sadaka, we go way back, not professionally, even personally. She's my person. But I wanted to, she said something and reminded me of something that if we had more time, I would have said as well, which was, she said that when you're at home with as a mother, be a mother. When you're at work, be at work. So I have something that I usually say, which I find, unfortunately, a lot of us don't do nowadays. We find it very difficult to be present, to be in the moment, right? And being present means like everything else does not exist except for that moment, right? We tend to be so distracted. We get distracted with almost everything. Let's put the phones aside, but we cannot concentrate. And I find that strange because for me it's like when you talked about the balance and exactly what you were saying, that there is no balance. But you need to be 100% at one thing at a time. And that's what we fail to do very massively. I did a leadership program once a while back in the US, and the professor that was giving, Johns Hopkins, the professor that was giving this leadership course said something to me that has stayed with me for the longest time. She said there was a woman in Scotland that used to be a weaver. No weaving, like she used to make amazing like carpets or something like that with weaving. And she was the best in Scotland. And there was a very famous photographer who used to work for the National Geographic. If anybody knows, National Geographic is like one of the, probably the most respected newspaper magazine when it comes to photos. He went to Scotland to interview her and take pictures of her. And he said to her, "Why are you the best weaver in the whole of Scotland?" And it's what she said that was so important. Very simple, one sentence. When I weave, I weave. That's it. And I think that's what we should do. Be present. At work, you will be the best at what you do if you're present. And at home, and in your relationship, and with your family, and present. And I think that's what we learn.
I will be present, not being half, being present.
100% at everything you do at that sacrifice. That's another concept today. And when you think about it,
These are gems that I hope we're writing notes and